show you now what is this. Hi friends, we have not people at this time. Today I talk about soldering, how to solder. So I was preparing this stuff for you. So about people, I write people. In this moment I have 0 people. You know how to solder, yes? Of course, if you know, don't look like broadcast. Soldering. Oh, what is this? No good, no good. If how to solder. This. What is this? Hi. So I can to start live broadcast. Thanks for watching. So today I will teach you how to solder. Of course, if you can solder, you don't have to watch this live broadcast. This applies to beginners or to novices who want to learn how to solder. So where do I start? You probably need some equipment. The first is a soldering iron. I show you now. Soldering iron. This is power supply for soldering iron. Soldering iron. Simple, convenient stuff to the soldering. I connect this now. My connection look like this. So I show you power supply for soldering. This simple power supply. How much volts they are? 12 volts, 2 amperes. So, and I turn on and I connect this stuff to the iron, soldering iron. 12 volts, and you need to mod sitting, no problem. Put the button, and approximately I need 330 or 350 Celsius degrees. So this soldering iron. I usually use this soldering iron, which was once given to me by a student who loved soldering very much. This is a very convenient soldering iron for small jobs, for small wires. You can easily set the temperature. I have, set temperature. So it's a gift. You can also use a soldering station. I have also a soldering station. I show you now. Soldering station. It's a gift from my friend who used to work with me. He gave me this soldering station along with hot air dryer. Hot air dryer is very useful thing. I'll show you how to use it later. wires. You need to use wires, of course. Wires will be required. Attention, novice or beginners users, please use only Cooper wires. You need to use only Cooper wires for beginners. More convenience. It's not difficult to use Cooper wires. Understand? So this way it will be easier for you to get the skills for soldering and not use variants, acids, fluxes and other unsafe chemical don't use these Cooper wires and don't use chemical stuff, acids and more. Of course you will need pine rosin. I use natural pine rosin because it smells good. Smell it, yes. Don't worry, I am not an addict. So this useful thing you need to use. Of course, soldering temperature for this 350 Celsius degrees. Of course, you will need also tin, but it's better to use solder rich rosin. Solder tin. This. So you need to knife or something like that. I don't know what is this, but I used, it's very convenient stuff to the wires for cutting isolation. You need to remove the isolation from the wire. You need to use knife or this cutter probably. I forgot its name. So it's necessary to cover 2 wires with thin. And look at this. The tripod device that help you solder, but I don't have one. So I have to do it the way you see it. So Cooper wires left and soldering iron. Little bit here, and look at this. Of course, more better to use the wood. For soldering you need to use wood. Cooper wires is more Cooper wire like the tin. So rosin and tin, rosin and tin. Look at this. Cover the tin, pine rosin. Oh, what is this? My tripod fall down. Calm down. Yes, first wires is covered by tin. Yes. Second wires need to do with second wire. To do some, you need to do this. Oh, We need to cover which tin. Yes. More. So next step, of course I need tripod or special device for this, but I do it with one hand now. So you need to do this like me. So I forgot, no. This is a heat shrink tube. It is more convenience, free isolation. No need this. Probably I do this. Isolation, no need. And we have two wires covered by thin. And which woods my thermoglue projects, of course, you see that. So, and don't move the wires. I need to look at this. And don't move the wires. Soldering process. Don't move the wires. It's okay. I soldered two wires, but we need to use the isolation, of course. You need to use the isolation, and this is a heat shrink tube. I put them like this. So look at one more time. I solder. If you have a special tripod, it will be awesome. One more time I solder this. Don't move. So, and next step I used, what is this, what I'm gonna use? Forgot this word. Where is, hot air dryer. Look at this is hot air dryer. Hot air dryer. And hot air dryer. Yes. Oh, hit wind. So shift a little bit this tube and look at this. Look at this. Wow. Awesome device. Hot shrink tube. Oh, get out. It's okay. Of course, if you have not this heat shrink tube, you can use this familiar stuff from home laboratory. Yes, isolate, isolate. But I recommend you to use hot shrink tube. So, of course, you can do this. So, don't forget, turn off, and of course, turn off this place. So, this is a this is from soldering station ion. This ion from little ion, not station, but soldering ion. In this working voltage approximately 12 volts. It's amazing and convenient stuff. So friends, one more thing. Do not use fluxes as the soldering point rust after a while. So, and one thing. So, if you have the wire, show you now wires, and you more convenience using this cutter. Look at this. Of course, I do this. I can do this which knife. This is a long time required. Which knife? Of course, I do this. But if you have this device, show you now. Look at this. You have this device, cutter. Amazing stuff. Look at this. Hop, hop. It's awesome. Yes. One more time. For wire diameter, big, small, approximately in this place. It's ready. Yes. How much time you spent to this? Breadboard, Arduino, electrical tape. Electrical tape, I understand. I don't know. I have only Russian words izolenta. No? Arduino Mega. Cutter wire stepper. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Cutter wire stepper. I don't know what call this correctly. Cutter wire. Very convenient stuff for soldering. So, Arduino Mega. Where is Arduino Mega? Arduino Mega was in the last project, Levitron. In this place I have Arduino Mega. So, I turn on. I can show you one more time. Electrical tape. Yes, electrical tape, of course, electrical tape. Electrical tape. Insulator. So, probably that's all for now. Thanks for watching me. Now I can give the answer. Что за чип используешь? Where is chip you see now? In what place? What the chip? The Levitron. I understand. In this project I have two chips, Arduino Mega and operational amplifier. I forgot this name. operation amplifier. In this project, operation amplifier doesn't work. Only Arduino Mega, and of course, this is DC driver to the DC motor, driver to this DC motor. Understand, bro? Gonzalez, mister. In this project, this operational amplifier doesn't work. No idea why, but it doesn't work. So my homemade entropy is constant value, not constant value. So no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. So this is awesome, the stuff from ionophone. This is very simple electrical circuit for electric discharge music, and EF555 microcontroller from playback transformer on TV. Amazing stuff. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching me. Bye bye everyone. Yuri Kovalyonok was with you. Thanks.